Welcome to Burnout Box, Season 2, Episode 10.
Episode 10? That's like a thing.
We're now counting in 2 digits, not just one.
And you know, based on the people that count our children when we're out on their fingers, I'm guessing that might be a challenge for some people.
They're going to run out soon. I was going to say, next week we're going to run out of fingers for seasons, for episodes, not seasons. So I appreciate everybody joining us at the new time slot.
Yeah.
Looks like this might work all right. Yeah. That's awesome. Chuck, Justin Forrest's car is here for a VMP Gen 3 upgrade.
Awesome.
And Chuck's here watching. Chris Tropea is here watching too, but he's also doing it. Facilitating and
doing the damn thing.
Dorian and Clint and Carrie and everybody.
Kellen's here.
Omar. Wow.
Omar's here.
Wow, hold on, I gotta go to YouTube. 19 people watching on YouTube. Awesome.
Justin's multitasking. It's impressive.
So Chris and I have been locked in like a dino cell for the past while testing intake manifolds. So.
That sounds really dramatic.
I know, all this bright light, and I smell like gas from getting sprayed by the fuel line. See, smell me.
You don't.
Smell over here.
No, you smell like
I really think I smell like gasoline. So it's nice to get off the dyno, talk to some people for a little while, and then we're going back to the dyno after Burnout Box. But it's all right. We're gonna get those Gen 1 Coyote intake numbers out for you in the next couple weeks, and it's gonna be awesome because there's quite a bit of surprises.
I don't know any of the surprises. I am out of the loop. You're gonna have to fill me in. I
actually started. Like I said, Chris and I have been dyno testing and shooting the video for the Gen 1 Coyote intake manifold shootout. Matt was working with us, and he pointed out, he's like, you can hear the thing run out of air. So in one of the videos, I'm like, heavy breathing, Chucky, come on, just make it to 7,500, Chucky, please.
You can do it.
Yeah, it's basically one of those you can do it moments. And now the final intake, the Cobra Jet, is bolted onto Chucky, which is the king of Chucky of intakes, but Chucky can't afford it. So Chucky's gonna have to give it back.
Repoing the intake from Chucky.
Yes. So it's Chucky, it's gonna be Chuckster, it's gonna be good while it lasts. The question is, who wants to see some of those intakes that we test on the dyno get tested at the track? And we can't test as many on the dyno, but we'd like your feedback on if you want us to run 2 of them down the track with Chucky and see what the A/B difference is.
I think you should do it.
You should do it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should yeah, maybe we should take the hood off just so it's really dramatic when we do it.
I mean, that'd give a good visual.
Give a good visual. Maybe we should.
Just in case you forget in the 11+ seconds that it takes for Chucky to run.
Which intake is on the car? Then just look on the windshield.
We'll put a GoPro under the hood.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, that might solve the problem a little bit more efficiently than taking the hood off.
We did briefly talk about the potential of nitrous backfires blowing the hood off and whether it's better to have a hood on or not have a hood on during a nitrous backfire. So.
Oh my gosh, you like to steal things from my car.
Oh yeah. Oh, we have another. Your car has a spare hood.
Yeah, you can steal my hood.
Yeah, it's got vents. We could see the fire explode out of the vents.
Oh, I just was thinking after the fact that you can have. I don't really want you to explode my Tiger Racing hood.
If we destroy.
Even though I'm not using it.
Yeah.
I already did some damage to it myself, so.
A little bit, not too bad.
No.
We got questions on here. I guess we should answer questions.
Yeah, say hi to people on.
Hey everybody on YouTube, Tony, Doug, Angel, Forced Induction Drive, Slab Shack.
That definitely says Angle, not Angel.
Angle issues. Oh, that is angle issues. That is funny.
Yeah.
Slab Shack. I don't like change, but this is my lunchtime. Okay.
Hopefully we didn't ruin your lunch.
Tyree, what's going on? Tony Bolton, can a Pro Charger bypass valve work on a 2650? Anything's possible, but do you want typically Pro Chargers run external bypasses, so do you want to find somewhere to cut a hole in your lower intake manifold to make an external bypass, is the question. No eating donuts this week. Oh, they don't want to see me eat donuts. Ooh,
I didn't eat donuts last week.
Self-conscious now.
As long as we don't get banned from drinking Diet Coke, I'm all right.
I need some of that Diet Coke.
I'll share with you.
That's right. We can share. May I have some, please?
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that I was going to share right now.
Yep.
Sure.
This is so cold. It's the only one in the shop right now.
Yeah, and you were nice enough to give it to me, so that was nice.
So, everybody knows, I think, some of you know that we recently did a video with Andrew from Mustang Lifestyle on his GT500.
He's got a new GT500, huh?
Yeah.
It'll be dropping on Wednesday.
Okay. So we did our own version of the video, it'll be coming out next week. Andrew's done several videos on the car, and I bring this up because check out this little, Andrew replaced his fuel filter. A lot of times we have stuff on the dyno and we find problems, and then we tell people to go fix them, and Andrew is actually good. He's fixing the problems, put a new fuel filter in it.
Nice.
So that's the update on that. And let's see if we got questions on Facebook. Whoa, everybody's watching on Facebook. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Max. Oh, check out this comment from Chuck. I sent him the picture of Holdy strapping the stuff out of the dyno last night.
Holdy's a worker.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, there was no forcing of that. He is a very voluntary worker.
Crawl right under there, threw the strap over the axle, and I'm like, do it just like this other side, Holdy. No shortcuts, it's great.
No, he's meticulous.
Yeah.
Like, the kid makes crochet hooks.
Whittles them out of palm fronds.
Yes, he is meticulous. Like, that's all my genes went to that one.
Tim Obis is asking us to weigh all the interior bits of Chucky. And Jonathan Whitaker's watching. Jonathan, sorry I missed your call earlier. Chad Tracy's watching. Texting with Chad Tracy. Chad,
Awesome.
Are you going to ship your car down here, Chad? And Adam Michael, hey dudes. Is that somebody? No, that's not. Never mind. So we had a good question from Tim Obus about weight of interior parts. Remember when I put stickers on all the parts that came out of your car with the weight?
Yes, and the hang tags.
Oh, yeah.
They're like mostly hang tags.
Down to the 10th of the pound.
Yep.
I think...
we weighed burnout tire crap the one time, too.
Yeah. We got like a pound, or we joked about it being 5 pounds. I think it was like 2 pounds of...
It was like 3 or so. It was significant, but it wasn't...
Rebecca's wheel wells were nasty.
Yeah, they're nasty again, because
Yeah.
it was not a chore that I am fond of.
Yeah.
So...
Manuel Gomez, Mario, Ariel. You guys having a good time up there at Georgia? What is it, Thursday? Have you done any testing yet? That reminds me.
I saw Mike Zabrowski and Keith were on their way with their
Oh,
doggy.
cool. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Can you go make sure that Matt and Steve take a twin 69 and an adapter plate for a 15 to 17 car?
We're getting you guys taken care of right now.
Yeah,
as we
yeah.
speak.
There was a request for a part up at the race, so. So we got an interesting question here from, you want to read that?
Curious as to blower wine. Will it be more with the Gen 3? I can't hear it now with my exhaust. Sound tube needed possibly. Justin Forrest wants to know. Oh gosh. I am not big into blower wine sound. In fact, like, that was one of the things with my car when it was like, it sounded like a stock car for the longest time.
Yeah, when you still had the Roush on it with the airbox and everything.
Yep.
I know that was a big thing with Andrew, is that he liked how much his car blower whined. Justin, I don't have a great answer for that, unfortunately. It's probably going to have a different pitch to it. I don't know if it's going to be louder or quieter, though.
Yeah, and I don't know how it's going to change it. Like, if you already can't hear your blower because of exhaust, like maybe with a different pitch, even if it's not louder, you might hear, it might sound a little different. But there's a whole lot of sound in my car, and not a lot of it's blower whine.
So Ken's got a question.
169, right?
Yeah, 15 to 17 one.
15 to 17.
And have him take like a 3-foot extension harness too, just in case Ariel doesn't have that. I think he does.
Okay.
And a hardware kit and an adapter plate.
Okay.
Yep, thanks. So, Ken's question about our trucks.
Joe said that his wheels finally came, and like he waited for 20 weeks or something, like a long time for wheels. So he's gonna be able to put a new tire package on that, and that'll be good.
He'll have matching front drag wheels, and he got a slightly bigger Mickey Thompson drag radial for the back because the truck was kind of squatting in the back before. Hey. Okay, we got a spectator just coming in to the show right now. So, and Joe's truck now has dual exhaust. He got true dual exhaust done and some bigger collectors and stuff, up for a 3-inch collector up from a 2.5. So Joe needs to go run 9s.
Yeah.
And we talked about putting a little bigger throttle body on it and some other stuff to get it up there. And my truck is getting a torque converter and upgraded clutches and intermediate shaft in the transmission just because I figured I would fix that stuff before it breaks. It's seen a lot of hard launches, and yeah, we don't usually get scared around here, but we got all the parts to upgrade it, so why not?
Yeah. Preventative maintenance.
Yeah. I got to make a run at the 10s. Joe's got to make a run at the 9s.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go do that at the track the same day.
Yeah. Like, the weather has been nice. I think you need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's like 72 today, and it's still going to be like low 80s the rest of the week. Scott Klein, Eli Scott Klein. So the biggest thing, Eli, is going to a 33 or 35 spline axle with either 9-inch ends or C-clip eliminators. The axle, the section size of the axle by the wheel is larger diameter, and that's what's going to make it a lot stronger and hopefully prevent bending and everything too. So yeah, the simple answer is yeah, do something like that.
Yep. And
we can get those parts for you if you give us a call. I don't think we have them on the website right now, but we can get them for you. Chuck's got a great question.
When are we getting a 2019 GT blower? I know a guy who just bought one. I happen to know that car is blue.
And it has stock wheels. Ours has stock wheels too. I can't really complain, but
it's coming. We are working diligently on it, middle of the year.
Yep. All right, Ariel, let us know how that test hit goes, man. He's up there. He's gonna make a test hit soon. Jonathan Whitaker. So Jonathan Whitaker wants to know how to drag race his IRS.
Well, somebody right below.
I was gonna say, ask Jeff Smith. He just joined. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, Mr. Jeff Smith pretty much done everything with the IRS for years now. We keep thinking he's going to go solid, but it doesn't happen.
It has not happened.
I gotcha, Scott. Eli
yeah.
Scott. So you bent the axle because you wheel hopped. Yeah, that's common. Aaron McCormick, did you have a question earlier?
I was thinking the same thing, but I really don't recall him having a question. Maybe he's just letting us know.
Yeah. David Murdoch. Hey, David.
Hey.
Ray. Hey.
Hi, Dad.
Say hi to Everly for us.
And Mom.
Oh. David's hoping for some cool weather.
On April 26th?
Yes.
Because that's when his car is going to be here?
His car comes here again for a Gen 3 upgrade.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Oh, Aaron McCormick's getting to his question. Okay. So, that being said, he's got a Gen 2. He's got a Fluidine heat exchanger. Aaron, does your Fluidine have fans on it? And I guess the question is not necessarily what was the starting temperature. Like if you started at 130 and went to 150, that'd be normal.
Yeah.
But if you started at like 70 or 80 and went to 150, then yeah, that's a lot of heat to pick up. So generally,
what was that delta?
Yeah, if you have like, you know, a delta of like 20, 30, 40 degrees max is best. And that's why you want to cool the car off in the staging lanes. You don't want to idle it for an extended period of time in the staging lanes. Just if you got to move it, start it up, move it up, turn it off. Of course, at the street nights at the track, people like to brake, and then you're sitting there for a while. So just some little like heat management things help a lot, but without knowing the delta, it's hard to say if there's a problem. And the last thing I'll say is circulation. As long as you can see good circulation, you're pretty good.
Yep.
Thomas had a question.
Are we bringing parts to Carlisle, Pennsylvania? I need a 4-pound lower pulley for my 03 Cobra. We are definitely bringing parts. And if you want anything specific like that, you can definitely let sales and support know so that we make sure that we've got it. And I'll make note of that for you so that we can make sure that that's something we have with us. But we will have a good selection of parts in general. We'll have at least a blower per car generation. We'll have a selection of pulleys. We'll have pulley removal kit. We'll have X4s and Rev X's and
cold airs.
Cold airs, yes, and we'll be able to get cold airs if need be.
Yeah, right.
We'll have, we usually have like a fuel pump.
Fuel pump boosters, injectors.
Yep.
Because Carlisle, we're there for like 3 days, so we'll actually install and dynos and the stuff on the spot.
So, but if there is anything specific that you are not sure, call into sales and support or email into sales and support and let us know that, hey, make sure you bring XYZ because we want to bring it for you.
That's a nice comment from Joey.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Joey, because it is a lot of time and money into R&D.
What car do you have, Joey? That's what I'm curious. Wondering if it's on what car that's on.
So here's a good question, and it's really directly referenced to some of the stuff we were talking about over the lunch meeting at VMP here about 30 minutes ago. Oh, wait, I gotta look at his new wrap.
Okay, we're gonna look at your wrap real quick, Matthew.
You wanna start telling about the car?
No, because I don't remember the info when you go away from it. Okay. You have to reference back to it. I've got a terrible sinus infection. My brain does not work right now.
The car we're talking about, which actually, it's an 07 GT500, and I can't believe you still have it on there, but we won't hold it against you. The factory balancer was like a 25-pound boat anchor. And Ford, like, in 2008, they changed the design, and they actually told anybody that's adding power on the 07s to replace it with a newer design that was lighter. So this customer is going to go ahead and upgrade to an ATI, which is a very high-quality harmonic damper, and they're going for the 10% overdrive. But the question is, will that be too much boost?
Yeah, 2.5?
2.5 upper.
Yeah.
So
I just could not rely on my memory.
If you're running boosting, I wouldn't worry about it. I would just make sure you have enough fuel system. You're definitely going to want dual fuel pump boosters. You're definitely going to want like a 1000cc injector. And boosting gives us plenty of octane and that's most of what we're worried
That's your
about.
limit,
Yeah.
basically, is your octane right now.
The GT500 motors are so well built from the factory that you really don't have to worry about exceeding the horsepower level.
And the wrap looks awesome. That color looks kind of like bright Atlantic blue.
Yeah, yeah,
It looks awesome.
It's pretty sweet. So Wade Lear's in here, Joey McClellan,
Okay, so we're at Jeff's question, I think, right?
Jeff. Mr. Jeff Lucina.
He has nearly 50,000 miles on his street road course VMP combo. Is it time to freshen the blower oil, fresh plugs? What blower maintenance items should I do before terrorizing the track again this year? P.S. VMP rocks. I agree. Your oil should be good. It's good for 100,000 miles. And yeah, plugs. If you haven't done them in that 50,000 miles, please do.
It's a long time on a set of spark plugs on a blower car. And other than that, you know, your supercharger oil is good for 100,000 miles.
And then go do what you do.
If the belt looks good, you know, I would probably just kind of make sure you got good flow in the intercooler system, which we fought with that on your car because the level was getting too low. But, oh, David replied.
Well, he did. He had our back. Yeah.
And Joey was talking about having a 13 GT.
Okay, so, and he's got the Gen 3 on that.
Gen 3,
Awesome. Yeah, definitely a lot of research and development on all the kits, and the Coyote's got a place in my heart.
Finding ways to make more horsepower and help Rebecca go faster.
Yep.
And then we basically give that to everybody else in the form of the products that we make. So Aaron Ken Ingram.
C-clip.
So you mean C-clip eliminators, Ken? And like, that's an interesting thing because all the axle companies pretty much build all the axles custom to order as far as length, spline count, flange, everything. It would be pretty easy to get custom axles. It would just be a matter of using your stock brakes and your stock e-brake or upgrading to a race style brake. So that would really be the difficult part, but it can definitely be done.
Okay, let's do Aaron McCormick.
Okay.
And then let's switch to YouTube for a little bit because we've been neglecting over there.
So,
First cold entry. Did not run in the station lanes. Do the log show temp and timing 156 and down to 15. Okay, but still, what did you start out at?
yeah, so you can look at your logs and tell us that.
Yeah, because if it was 130, okay, 26 degrees. All right.
Matt said he's got the full meal deal. Injectors and boosters. Good, good.
Good. Awesome. Okay, let's switch for a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll come back to you guys. Yeah, YouTube. We're neglecting YouTube. Oh my gosh, so many comments on
I
YouTube.
was afraid of that.
All right. Hello, Victor. Oh, get a room. Oh man. Oh man. Topper Harley's been missing in action. Got an 03 Extreme with a supercharged 4.3. Ooh.
Oh.
Mode LX, can you install Cobra supercharger pulley on GT500 because they are offering like 10 rib pulley? Well, GT500's already 10 rib.
10 pound.
Oh, 10 pound pulley. No, but the balancer's way different, and there's basically 10 and 15% overdrive balancers, and there's one person that makes 20% overdrives. But we don't have to get super uber focused on blower RPM on GT500s with bigger, better blowers. I guess that's kind of the gist of it. Let's see. Well, we got the Wrap GT500.
Is that a different one?
No.
Okay.
What better on 2017 S550, E85, or Flex Fuel? Well, they're kind of the same thing if you're going to end up running them at the same time.
Yeah. Jay's
asking if Donnie's gone. Yes, Donnie is no longer with VMP. My Gen 2R doesn't whine at all. I'm depressed too. If you have an S550 with the Roush airbox, just take the lid off and you will get all kinds of
more
wine. When's the 28 Mustang GT hit the stripe? So Joe is taking it back out to Orlando Speed World this Friday.
He's been planning to and has had some scheduling.
It rained, then the track was closed for another event. So
but we're getting out there.
The question about working on the brakes on the S550 Brimbos.
Let me see, Carter.
Okay, I can read it. I can read it now.
Okay.
So on that question, I would just try some of the, what is it? The penetrating oil?
The PB Blaster.
PB Blaster.
Yeah, PB Blaster. Why is it called PB Blaster?
I don't know. Does anybody know that?
Like, PB is the elemental symbol for lead, so that doesn't make sense.
Lead blaster.
I don't know.
And
peanut butter doesn't make sense either. So I don't know. But yeah, try that anyways, regardless of why it's called that. These are the things that keep me up at 4 in the morning.
Coyote Kelly, he's just gone in the middle of the night. Let's see. I'm glad Burnout Box is now on my lunch break.
Awesome. We're glad to be here.
Our oldest son Carter is here, and he wants to know if you like sushi. So that's a question for us, Carter. Well, you know we like sushi because we go to the sushi restaurant together. Yes, yes. Can you eat sushi?
Can you talk?
A little bit later, Carter, at the end, okay? Let's see. And so I think there was some commentary about that lunch break. Okay, 901 Soul's got a question about their tune from VMP. So we have like all the tune files for a very, very long time. And regardless of who was tuning your car at VMP, you're just gonna fall into our standard update policy. If you purchase a modification from us and you have continued to be a customer over the past couple of years, then the tune updates no charge. If you did not purchase us from us or you're jumping levels, there may be a small fee.
Yep.
So it just kind of depends on the situation.
And anybody in the tuning department can take care of you because they're all good at what they do.
Oh, look at this one right here.
When are you gonna do a? Oh shoot, you moved it.
Sorry.
5 Coyote and a 99 to 04 Lightning with your Gen 3 blower. We would have to, I mean, anytime somebody wants to bring us a Coyote and a Lightning, we'll go ahead and put a blower on it, sure. But we'll have any plans to
I mean, taking like Joe's aluminum bodied 2017 F-150 regular cab and putting a blower on it, like that's
a pretty good analogy. Or
that's our version of the Lightning.
To it.
Yeah, weighs like 4,400 pounds, which the older Lightning trucks weren't that heavy. They were around 47 or so, I think. Oh, Coyote Kelly, what is the honest and brutal opinion of the Gen 3 Coyote? I'm thinking of possibly going another route with all the issues I see. Oh man. Why did we take one apart last week that had cylinder wall scuffing? Like we just don't see those issues normally with the older Coyotes. There's definitely a higher potential for problems with the Gen 3s.
Yeah.
I mean.
And I think that's something that's going to evolve too.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, basically, if you're going to build it, it makes a lot of horsepower very easily. Just plan on a sleeved block at some point. That's the solution.
Yeah, there's the evolution right there.
Forced induction. I reserved a dyno tune for Carlisle on your website and created a service ticket. When should I hear back on that? I would need to look into that. If you want to give us a call, that's probably the best thing to do, just to confirm that.
Yeah, just call over now and they'll help you out.
Yeah.
Because shouldn't be in limbo really.
Project 1X. How do you know when you're getting supercharger belt slip? Can you remember when you had supercharger belt slip?
Yeah, I mean.
I'm actually having trouble remembering when you've had supercharger belt slip.
I mean, it's been.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And it's been nominal, I would say. Not a whole lot.
It's a good question because I think it's probably in the back of a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, what's happening?
With positive displacement blowers, I feel like 90% of the time it's all or nothing. So like if your supercharger belt's truly slipping, you're very quickly dead in the water. Like no power, like massive loss of power, massive loss of boost.
Getting water on your belt will kind of
emulate
that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like water.
And it's notable.
Like water sprayed on your belt from like a coolant reservoir or something, pressurizing.
Yeah. Giving it all the power. Taking all the power.
The Slab Shack's got a good question.
What horsepower levels will get GT500 into the 10s and then into the 9-second quarter-mile range? Depends on what supporting mods you have. Are you doing anything to the suspension? Are you doing,
Is it automatic or manual? There's a lot of auto swap GT500s these days.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
But can you think of anybody we know that runs 10s with like X amount of horsepower?
Off the top of my head specifically, no. I know there are, but like it's...
I would say around 550 to 6 to run 10s if your driving's good. And then to run 9s, probably around like 750 to 8.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
The driving has got to be really good. That's the hardest part.
Yep. Or 6R80.
Yeah. Chris has got a good question, diagnostic scanners. We generally just use our tuning tools.
Our tuning devices function as that and can function as that for you at home as well.
Now, for what it's worth, the tuning devices, it's mostly code reading, data acquisition. If you're doing like dealer level service tools, like reprogramming modules and stuff like that, you need specific tools for that. Coyote Kelly, I think he's asking if he can work at VMP. Work for a Can-Am race team currently. Well, Coyote Kelly, are you coming to Daytona for any Can-Am races anytime soon? Because we're right down the street. Yep. So if you're here, so I just kind of like, this just gave me a good pause.
Oh, okay. I haven't read it yet.
It's so simple. PB Blaster.
Well, okay.
But then why would it be P? It'd be P penetration blaster.
Yeah, because I mean, it made sense. But is it also actually called PB or just PB Blaster? Because then, like, is it redundant? I don't know. I'm worrying way too much about this product's name. Maybe they can hire me.
Mode LX. Do you remember seeing that at SEMA or PRI?
It's where we all body on top of a supercharger like old days. Yeah, we've seen.
So Edelbrock actually designed a 2.3 liter TVS to do that, but airflow wise, it's not really beneficial. It's really just if you have to have that look on your modern muscle car.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know what he's talking about.
Yes. Who is that?
I don't know.
How do you know our secrets?
It's Joe, yeah, because you watched Tuning Tuesday on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Joe and I were joking about it again.
Okay. I watched it, but I was also working, so there were probably bits that I know that you talked about Coyote swapping a car, but I don't know how in depth you guys got because I probably stopped you probably lost my attention, quite honestly.
So I'll see how Joe's coming on the search. He thinks he can find it. So, Robert, pros and cons on rear feed versus front feed blower designs.
Depends.
Yeah, it depends on a lot of factors. I can tell you that we use a rear feed currently because we can cover a larger part of the market and keep costs reasonable for customers. Our superchargers go back all the way back to 0304 Cobra and for that version, and then back to 07 GT500 and back to the original Roush supercharger 2011 Coyotes. Like, we make parts to upgrade those things. And we also sell those as complete kits if you don't have a supercharger at all. So we've been able to create a lot of interchangeableness and modularness. However, that's not a word, but you know what I mean. For 2018 and 19, the supercharger kit's going to be an all-new design because Ford changed the car around so much and the engine around so much that we just need to make the design completely new. So at that point, we're going to do whatever's best for horsepower. I have a kind of long question on Facebook for you.
Okay, we're going to switch back to Facebook after like 2 more questions on here.
Coyote Kelly lives in Louisiana. Wow, 10 years in the same field. That's crazy, Coyote Kelly. Could you get 800 horsepower and pump gas in the 2018 Mustang? 800 crank horsepower all day long. Wheel horsepower, I mean, it just depends on the combo. We don't like stretching pump gas because if you get a bad tank of pump gas,
yeah, you don't have any control over that.
But you could argue that the 18 Mustang motor is going to blow up anyways. But we never like to use that as an argument. So
this will just help you get there sooner.
Oh man! All right, so really good GT500 question, but let's do some Facebook questions real quick.
Okay.
Got to scroll up. Zach's watching. Awesome, Zach. Justin Forrest wants his Gen 3 powder coated like a bright pink or the same blue as my car.
Okay, that's over there.
Diff question for Ken Ingram. Yes, Tyler, we did real quick. Chad, we would love to get Mitchell out other than going
and forcibly seizing him and taking him to the track. I don't know what else to do with that man. So yeah, he needs to go out to the track.
Xavier Perez. So he's got a VMP 265 Gen 3 making 26 PSI with 18 thou gap on the spark plugs and made around 640 and 630 torque on a conservative tune. Dyno to Mustang dyno, which I can hurt and be off anywhere from 50 to 70. Talk to the tuner. I would say, Xavier, I would say that dyno is really low. I mean,
yeah,
you seem to be asking just kind of numbers if you guys had this kind of numbers in gap on starts. So I think the gap's okay. I think the boost is on the high side, and that everybody runs a ton of boost to make as much horsepower as possible, but the gains are diminishing. The Cobra engine really needs to breathe a lot better. So cams are the easiest way to do that, and you'll pick up like 50 to 100 horsepower, and you'll lower boost like 3 to 5 pounds. But as far as the dyno numbers, I would just say that dyno reads 20% low, 15 to 20% low. But yeah, I mean, the gap is pretty normal. The low dyno, if you don't have it on a dyno jet, it's really hard to say. So kind of, if you give us any more specifics, like, I don't know if you're asking if the boost is safe for the fuel quality you're running or the timing's safe. I mean, if John says it's good, then I would say that it's good.
Yeah.
So that's kind of trying to answer that question as best as we can. Our daughter Evie is watching. She says, I love you. We love you too, Everly.
Hey, Ev.
Carter, we'll answer that question later. All right, so Matthew's got Um,
I'm trying to make sure I understand what Matthew is saying.
yeah.
So the tune is from a local tuner, but you think that you get tunes with us? That's where I'm hung up.
Yeah, I don't know if you were a tuning customer before, but the short version is anything we do, we're going to want to start with our own tune, not somebody else's tune. So we would need to, we'd need to get, you'd need to get with us and have us tune it like 100%, which is not hard for us to do. If you're currently a tuning customer with us, then it's not a big deal to update you. If you're not, then it would just be basically purchasing the tune, and then we would do everything from start to finish.
Xavier updated that it was an 03
03
Cobra, but
Cobra.
he gave enough details that we knew that.
Yeah. And Joey, water on the belt.
What's the best way to dry it? Well, don't get water on it in the first place because you're ruining your day anyways if you're doing that. And just let it air dry. There's not that much water. Surface area is not that big on a belt.
Xavier confirmed E85 on that 03 Cobra. Okay, good.
Cool.
Chuck Carter, the ATM machine. Okay. Where's Matt Casati? Matt is heading to the race this weekend.
Yeah.
Lethal Performance Return. Okay, so that's good. Xavier,
Cool.
that works fine. Oh, Steve's watching. Matt Skelly's joined.
Okay, so he went back while I was
Okay.
fumbling around with his question.
Yeah.
and I think we got him all straightened out, it looks like.
So Gino Davis, yes, we are working on our version of the supercharger kit. The good thing about doing that is that we are going to have everything very, very well figured out.
Yep, we get to learn from everything.
Yeah. Matt, I would say that if it was in the last year that you bought the Gen 2R supercharger kit, that would not be a problem to take advantage of the tuning support provided with it. Just make sure if you want to have us tune it, that we do it soon, and that we do it in a timely fashion, because we can't have tuning support out there for like years and years, like 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And I say this because this is a real thing that comes up. We still have your time. We still have everybody's tunes from quite a while back, but it's labor. It's just walking into the Ford dealer and be like, fix this for me. It's the same thing with tuning. So we do include support with a lot of the products that we sell, but it's not unlimited. Yeah, Xavier, and I mean, the cams, the car would make a lot more power more easily than having to run 26 pounds of boost on a stock motor. And as far as your dyno numbers, I would just chalk that up to being the Mustang dyno being stingy.
Yep.
I remember the number we used to use back in the day was 15% lower. Now, where it got confusing is some people tuned their Mustang dynos to read like a dyno jet.
You can't, I don't even feel like you can say 15% because you can change it. Like, if you can manipulate it, how can you say that there's any standard?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm picky about this stuff. 2 months. Okay, Matt, you're good.
Yeah, and the last thing I'll add, Matt, is HP tuners. We normally use that package includes tuning via SCT devices. So HP tuners, we would just need to work with you and have you pay for the credits. We're in the dark. We're in the light. It's all right, Carter. We would just need to have you purchase the credits that we would have to purchase to be able to tune your car. So it's like a $100 cost. All right, so back to YouTube questions. Man, we're getting
I think my makeup looks better in the dark.
Oh, you're watching
So
yourself
sad.
over there? Yeah.
I'm like a joke. She looks better in the dark.
Oh, honey, that is not the case, I promise.
Having 9-month pregnant women problems
Yeah,
over here, self-esteem
yeah.
issues.
So we got a good question right here.
Oh, I'm falling off this. Like, I'm having lots of 9-month pregnant woman problems right now. Let me just readjust it.
I'll bring the computer a little bit closer so your eyesight,
I'm not swollen at all. I shouldn't be having any vision problems.
I was going to say, are your eyes swollen?
No. Where are we?
So we're right here.
Okay. 13 GT500 with the stage 4 kit, 3,000 miles on the car, 100% factory exhaust on 93 octane with boosting. I'm seeing plus 4 to 5. Knock retard, I'm told is false knock, but can't do what?
Find anything loose or tapping on the motor. Any ideas? CryptoSill. In most of those cases, those cars are incredibly knock sensitive. So in most cases, it's truly a fuel limitation. Every once in a while, 10 or 20% of the time, we still put better fuel in the cars and the knock sensor still reads out. So the test is just to put higher octane fuel in there, see if you still have that knock retard. If you do, then it can be tuned out. But it's definitely a balancing act on those cars. So like I said, they're very knock sensitive. We're coming off a lot of the winter blend gasoline finally, if it's been sitting in the tank over winter. But definitely if it's only running like 12 or 13 degrees of timing, it'll make more power at 15 to 16, significantly more, 10 to 20 more. So 15 Roush owner wants choppy cams. That's a good question. You basically, I hate to say this, but, and this is something product-wise that we need to find a way to bridge the gap. The comp cams, especially for the 15F cars, are pretty darn mild. So you're not going to get any really serious chop. And the problem lies in that the Coyote has so much VCT movement that if you put too big of a camshaft in it, you can actually get piston to valve interference. So if you want really choppy cams, you need the freaking locked in, or you need the tune that does the fake cam chop. So there's not a great answer for that, unfortunately.
Yep.
Tuning Coyote control pack for Gen 2. That's no problem,
Yeah.
Jet Joey. We do them all the time.
We'll do that. Call us.
Coyote Kelly, definitely. We'll have you by when you're in Florida next.
Yep.
B Gaming.
Did not see the Gen 3 on the website for the 18 Mustang. It's because we're still working on it.
Yeah, we're still developing it. It'll be
Yeah.
for Mustang and F-150 when it's done.
Yep. Be about middle of the year. And you can ask us every week until then.
Mode LX has a question.
Why did VMP put a huge restriction hump inside the blower housing, which contains the bearings that hold the rotors from the back of the supercharger? Can we port that to free horsepower and airflow?
You can port it.
Yeah.
It kind of needs to be there to hold the bearings and hold the rotors.
you kind of want it there.
And for what it's worth, how much of the rotor you expose to air actually changes its volumetric efficiency at different RPMs. You're tuning the supercharger with the amount of timing, with the rotor inlet timing is what it's called. So that is a thing where, too much can be bad.
Yeah.
Coyote Kelly, Do you think the Gen 3 Coyote's major flaw is inconsistency in the plasma spray bores? I don't know what the hell else it could be.
Yeah, I mean,
Or-
it's a good guess.
Or the piston supplier that Ford uses, or the plasma, of course, is sprayed on the aluminum blocks if they're not machined right, or the aluminum blocks aren't strong enough. Travis Schott has got a good question. The 18 manifold and tune power pack with the included tune. So the tunes you buy from us, level 1, 2, or 3, do come with 1, 3, or 5 revisions depending on the level. And when we tune for a manifold swap, we include extra revisions to help work out any issues that may have occurred during the manifold swap. So I hope that answers that question, Travis. Okay, Jay's got a question about cams. So, like, that's the crutch of the Coyote.
Yeah.
We can do so much with VCT that we don't need a huge cam. And then if we put a huge cam in there, then VCT crashes and burns.
Yeah.
So, well, it doesn't burn, but you know what I mean.
Figurative burning.
Yeah.
You're a fan of VCT, right?
Yeah, I like VCT.
I am. So, I mean,
Rebecca's next motor will be locked out, though, because
Yes.
we're beyond the point of needing VCT.
yeah, but I 80 with VCT.
Yeah, sheesh.
I
It works.
Yeah, exactly.
works.
It works. If you
Yeah.
if you're working with somebody that works with it and they like it, yeah.
And you know, there's the infamous cam lope tune, which you can definitely do with aftermarket cams. It is just a very unnatural thing for the computer to do at idle, and not all, that's a whole other story. You have to break a lot of things to get it to idle with the cams in a position where there's a lot of overlap. So it causes all kinds of tuning and idle stability problems and stuff. So there's that. Oh, great. I answered Travis's question.
Very good. Do we want to switch back to Facebook for a few?
Yeah, let's do some
and see
Facebook
what's
questions.
going on over there?
You have about
let's
5
see.
minutes.
Okay, cool.
Sabrowskis are here. These people heard us talking about them.
And they showed up.
Yeah. Facebook probably probably has like voice recognition.
And infiltrated.
And then it shows the people on their, all of a sudden it comes up on their feed and stuff. That's what I would do. All right, somebody just sent me a picture and said, "You coming?"
Yeah, I saw that.
VMP, nice.
Yeah, we're gonna be there. We're gonna come put a tent there.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm gonna ask for a bigger picture.
A bigger picture. So we're getting pictures of the park or of the Midway at Commerce Dragway in Atlanta, and or Atlanta Dragway in Commerce. I guess I said that backwards, with our name on it, and they people wanted to know if we're coming. We are on our way.
VMP is coming since Rebecca is very, very pregnant and she's going to have a baby soon. We are sending the guys, Matt and Steve.
Yep.
Will be representing VMP at Commerce, Georgia this weekend.
Less than 3 weeks to my due date.
Yeah, almost there.
Oh,
Well.
what'd you do? You made it go away.
Oh,
You need the.
you gotta click over here.
yeah.
Questions. So.
We only have one question on.
What is the fastest GT500 with a Gen 2 and a Gen 3 blower?
Ooh.
Matt Skelly, that's tough because I don't know a lot of GT500 people that race.
I know.
They're all dyno queens.
They make a lot of
Like-
power. I mean, can we talk about what Grant's gone fast?
He's got almost 160 in the quarter. But he's still working out his shifting.
Yeah.
It is,
It's still impressive.
he's going to a race this weekend. So do we tell them it's been very, 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 very low nines.
Yeah.
And that's shifting gears.
That's with a Gen 3 blower. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, people have been 8s with Gen 2 blowers, but they've had more well figured out combos.
Yeah.
So.
And then, I don't know, like, we're talking about fastest, so then do we want to start talking about, like, half mile and mile stuff? Oh my gosh, we could open a lot of bags of worms here.
Jordan went, I was talking to Jordan Weir last night.
Yep.
He went 2:26 in the standing mile with a VMP Gen 3. We got a video about that we did back in October on our YouTube page. So.
Switch back to YouTube for...
Oh, shit.
What?
I had the answer to Matthew Skelly's question. Don Fazel's 08 Cobra Jet has a VMP Gen 3 on it.
Well, but he asked about GT500, so I can see how that looks like. Yeah.
It's a 5.4 liter engine.
Yep.
So
but I can see how it did.
GT500 in drag configuration. Very, very similar to Rebecca's 5 liter Coyote with a VMP Gen 3, but went, 8.0 at like 156 or something. And they're still dialing that car in for all the power that the VMP Gen 3 added. I think we're about out of questions and stuff. Jay says thanks to the crew.
And then Chris wants to know, where do we send questions for the pre-recorded Burnout Box? Carrie?
On Facebook, just a couple posts down. I'll bring it back up to the top.
Okay,
but,
cool.
On that post, it is requesting.
Awesome.
That way we keep everything in one place.
Thank you, Coyote Kelly.
And thank you, Carrie.
Carrie, Chris, do we have anything else to mention?
I think that's it right now.
If you want maybe the date of the pre-recorded show.
Okay, so the pre-recorded show will be which day?
It'll air on the 25th.
Correct.
25th, yes.
It'll be on the 25th.
Carter,
1:30.
over here.
And moving forward, Burnout Boxes at this time.
Yep, we're gonna try this at least for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then if you are going to the NMRA race in Commerce, Georgia this weekend, make sure you stop by and see Steve and Matt.
Yep.
They'll be happy to see
And-
any friendly faces.
And check out some of the VMP TVS powered cars, Saprowski,
Ariel.
and
I'm excited to see
who else
you
is
tomorrow.
racing in Limited Street?
Limited Street,
Oh.
UPR, Bill.
UPR.
Yep. So,
Anybody else? Oh, Dave Bowen.
yep, David Bowen, if he makes it up to that race, yeah.
I hope he does. So,
Yeah. Stop by and see the Eaton TVS shootout.
Carter says hi.
Hi.
I like sushi.
I do like
A couple more things. We have people who have been waiting for the OPG video
Finally, we're going to get that out.
next week.
Yep.
The next episode of Chucky is on Wednesday, so that people can get wrapped that as well.
Chucky is going to be the manifold shootout
Awesome.
to break the internet.
The OPG video. Oil pump gears.
Oil pump gears. Them gears.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, thank you.